Yes po, sir. Good morning po.
Sige, thank you. Open your camera so that I can see each one of you. How are you guys? Kamusta kayo?
Okay lang po.
Mag-midterm na. Sige, proceed tayo with our discussion or continue tayo ng ating discussion all about depreciation. Yun nga lang, kindly skip in our chapter 2. So, pakiskip muna ako ng amortization as well as the capitalized cost. And proceed tayo with our chapter 3 all about depreciation and depreciation. May nakikita ba kayong share screen?
Yes,
Meron po.
Sige, let us start discussion all about depreciation first. So sabi dito, depreciation is an allowable expenses. Audible ba ako? Rinig na rinig.
Yes po.
Again, depreciation is an allowable expenses in general accounting purposes and income tax accounting purposes. But it differs categorically from other conventional expenses because depreciation charge does not occur any outflow of business fund. So depreciation allows for the companies to recover cost of an asset when it was purchased. It allows the companies to recover the total cost of an assets over its lifespan. This is an important aspect in analyzing cost because it represents a significant portions of an expenses. So another term for the depreciation increase in the value of a physical property with the passage of time. Ano po ba yung depreciation? Depreciation is something to do with equipment. It involves equipment. For example, si Dave ay bibili ng cellphone or bumili ng cellphone pala. Si Dave is bumili ng cellphone today, which is worth, sabihin natin, 50,000. Ngayon, after 5 years, sabi ni Dave, parang gusto kong bumili ng bago. So para makabili daw si Dave ng bago, kailangan daw nung ipagbenta yung equipment niya, yung kanya cellphone. So ngayon, hindi naman po pwede after 5 years, 50,000. Diga, kumbaga, yung second hand, ipagbebenta niya dun sa willing buyer. So syempre, babawasan niya yung halaga ng initial cost ng kanyang cellphone. So meaning to say, ang depreciation is something to do with decrease in value of the property with the passage of time. Ano-ano ba yung mga factors or dahilan kung bakit bumababa ang halaga ng isang equipment? Because of physical depreciations and functional depreciations. When we say physical depreciation, this is due to the reductions of the physical ability of an equipment or asset to produce results. Factors kung bakit bumababa yung equipment. Siyempre, una, yung wear and tear or may kinalaman sa quality. Pangalawa is yung passage of time. And napakarami pang iba. So, in terms of quality, hindi naman po pwede sasabihin ni Dave, Laza, bilhin mo na yung aking cellphone worth 50,000. Ginamit ko siya ilang taon. Diba? Hindi po pwede yun. So, kailangan pababaan yung halaga because, siyempre, pag ginamit mo siya, nababawasan yung kalidad ng inyong equipment. No? Sabihin ni Dave, o Lazel, bilhin mo na lang yung cellphone ko in 20,000. Tatanungin naman ni Lazel, bakit mo ito bebenta in 20,000 na lang? Sabi ni Dave, kasi nilagyan ko na, marami na yung laway. So marami nang dumikit na laway. So bawasan natin ng 10,000. O di 40,000 na lang. No? Ano pa yung 20,000? 20 times na bumagsak yung cellphone ko. So ang isang bagsak is worth 1,000. Kaya 20,000 na lang. So due to its quality, bumababa yung halaga ng isang equipment, hindi lang equipment na possible project, services, or product. Now, in terms of functional depreciation, this is due to the lessening in the demand for the function which the property was designed to render. For example, ano ba, nag-manufacture yung isang business owner ng isang product. Ngayon, kakaunti yung tumatangkilik ng produkto na yon. So, ang gagawin ng mga business owner or ng mga manufacturer is i-depreciate yung equipment nila, produkto nila, or service nila para mapakinabangan. So, ano ba yung mga purpose ng depreciation? The first one is to enable the cost of depreciation to be included as a cost in the productions of goods and services. Annual costs of depreciations are being put up in a fund called depreciation reserve for replacement of the property. The next one is to recover capital invested in the property. And the last one is to provide as an additional capital termed as depreciation reserve. Actually, ang pinaka-main goal lang naman or ang pinaka-purpose ng depreciation is to recover the capital invested of in the property. Siyempre, kapag halimbawa, meron tayong isang equipment na gusto natin ipagbenta na hindi natin ginagamit, ang main goal natin or ang purpose natin is maibalik yung ating capital invested. Hindi man initial cost siya, at least, kumbaga, may marirecover tayong capital. Ano ba yung mga properties of a depreciable assets? It must have a determinable life and the life must be greater than 1 year. It must be something used in business or home to produce income. It must be something that gets used up, wears out decades, becomes obsolete, or loses its value to natural causes. And lastly, it must not be an inventory stock in trade or investment. So, sa ating computation, in terms of depreciations, may mga terminologies tayong may encounters or may mga abbreviations or symbol. May mga FC dyan, BB, SB, so on and so forth. Pero isa-isahin natin, ano-ano ba yung mga terminologies of the depreciations? The first one is the initial investment or first cost or ang subscription niya is FC. It is the cost of acquiring assets, including transportation expenses and other normal costs of making the asset serviceable for its intended use. When we say first cost, it is something to do when you acquire an asset. Halimbawa, si Dave ay bibili ng cellphone online. Ano-ano ba yung mga first cost na ikinoconsider? Siyempre, yung cost ng cellphone. Considered yan as an initial investment. Pangalawa, yung delivery charge. Kasama din yun sa first cost kasi nga, bago nyo ma-receive yung cellphone, kailangan natin magbayad ng delivery fee. Pangatlo, halimbawa, nag-alok yung buyer kay Dave ng tempered glass. So, considered din yan as a first cost. Halimbawa, sabi ni Dave, ay sir, may bago nga po akong cellphone. Wala namang internet o magpapa-install ng internet connections para makapag-YouTube. So, consider din yan as a first cost. Kumbaga, lahat ng initial investment of acquiring an assets. Yun yung first cost. And then sa ating cash flow diagram, sa ating cash flow diagram, ang first cost is always located at year 1. Siyempre, Diyan natin na-acquire yung ating initial investment. And nga pala, dito sa ating cash flow diagram, bibigyan ko kayo ng chance or you have the freedom to choose whether it is an upward or downward arrow. Pwede ng upward, pwede ng downward. Pero in the correct way of plotting a cash flow diagram, kino-consider natin sa depreciation, it involves in the equipment. Siyempre, when we acquire equipment, we need to see pataas yung cash flow diagram natin. Pero, uulitin ko, kahit ano na, yung maging cash flow diagram natin. Pwedeng pataas, pwede na rin pababa. Okay po, nagkakaintindihan tayo doon.
Yes,
Yes
po.
po.
Others po. Yung iba,
Yes
naiintindihan
po.
ako.
Yes
Now,
po.
proceed muna tayo with the salvage value. The salvage value is the amount that will be paid by a willing buyer to a willing seller of the property after depreciation is completed. Meaning to say, ang salvage value is something to do with nandito sa last period of time natin. Ano nga? Ang salvage value, kumbaga, ito ay scrap value or trade-in value. For example, si Dave bumili ng cellphone today. And then ngayon, gusto na niya ipagbenta yung cellphone na in 5 years. So, para makuha natin or ma-recover natin yung ating initial income, para makuha natin or ma-recover natin yung halaga or value ng ating cellphone, ang salvage value is located at the last period kung saan ipagpabenta na nga natin yung ating equipment or product. Nagkakaintindihan po tayo doon. Hello po.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. And now, in terms of the book value, it is the worth of property or an asset as shown on the accounting records of the company. It is the original cost of the property that is less all allowable depreciation deductions. Meaning to say, ang book value is in between ng ating first cost and salvage value. Di ba nga, ang balak ni Dave, ipagbenta niya nga yung cellphone niya in 5 years. So, ang book value is located at any year in between ng ating salvage value and first cost. Halimbawa, ano ba yung book value? Sa tatagalulong ka na. Ang book value is aalamin natin magkano kaya yung possible amount or value ng aking cellphone at year 3. Kumbaga, inaalam natin magkano yung halaga ng cellphone natin at every year. So, ang book value is ito. Naiintindihan niyo po ako?
Sir, lahat po yan, yung 1, 2,
No,
3, 4 yan po eh.
Na. Kumbaga, depende sa problem. Pag sinabi sa problem, magkano ba yung halaga ng cellphone mo in 3 years? Magkano pa kaya ang halaga ng cellphone mo in 1 year? Kumbaga, dinedetermine lang natin magkano yung halaga na yung cellphone natin kapag hindi pa natin siya ipinagbebenta. Goods po.
Okay po, sir.
Okay. Now, sabi dito, next one is the useful life, physical life, and economic life. Yung isa lang yan. Magkakaiba lang ang tawag, but the subscriptions of that is L. So sabi dito, it is the expected period that the property will be used in trade or business to produce income. It is the length of time during which the property is capable of performing the functions, and lastly, it is the length of time which the property may be operated at a profit. So halimbawa, may sasakyan si Lazel. Ngayon, nasira yung sasakyan, kumbaga, nasira yung sasakyan ni Lazel in 5 years. Now, siyempre ang salvage value niya is nasa year 5. Ipagbebenta niya ngayon ni Lazel yung sasakyan niya sa junk shop para magkaroon or para makuha niya yung or ma-recover niya yung capital. So, ang useful life natin is the economic life. Kumbaga, ito lang yung hangganan ng inyong equipment or ng ating produkto. Nagkakaintindihan ko. Kumbaga, katabal salvage value si useful life or si economic life. Maliwanag po tayo doon.
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay. Now, in terms of the recovery period, is the number of years over which the basis of property is being recovered through the accounting system. Di ba? Kanina, in-explain ko sa inyo yung book value. Ang recovery period natin is kung ano lang yung ipinapahanap na halaga ng ating equipment. Halimbawa, magkano kaya ang halaga pa ng aking equipment at year 3? So, ang N natin is 3 din. Kumbaga, katabal naman ni book value si L. Maliwanag po. Si L ay si salvage value. Si book value ang katambal na is si L. Nagkakaintindihan po tayo dan.
Opo.
Opo.
Others po.
Yes po.
Yes po.
Now, and the recovery rate is percentage for each year of the recovery period that utilized to compute an annual depreciation deductions. It is simply the interest rate lang din. So, ito, yung mga method, yung mga symbols na ma-encounter natin during our computations of the depreciations. So, para mas maintindihan ninyo, lagyan natin ng mga values. Using cash flow diagram. Halimbawa, di ba? Ang first cost natin is always located at year 0. Salvage value, ang hangganan lang natin is 8 years. So, ang salvage value natin is nasa year 8. And in terms of book value, halimbawa, pinapahanap yung halaga ng isang equipment natin. Halaga pa ng isang equipment. Magkano kayang halaga ng aking equipment at year 4? So, book value natin is nasa year 4. Nagkakaintindihan po tayo dito sa ating cash flow diagram.
Opo.
Goods po.
Yes.
Proceed muna tayo sa useful life. So, ang useful life, siyempre katambal yung salvage value. Kung ano yung hangganan ng isang equipment, property, or services. So, ang L natin dito is 8. Naiintindihan po ba? Sagot kayo.
Opo.
Yes po.
Okay. And now, ano yung N natin? Since ang pinapahanap is yung halaga ng equipment natin at year 4, so ang N natin is 4. Okay po. Goods po tayo dito.
Opo. Yes po.
And ito namang D at DN isa yan. It is the annual cost of depreciations for any year during the life of the property. Meaning to say, yung maliit na D, hahanapin lang daw natin magkano kaya yung depreciate na value at year 1, at year 2, at year 3. Nagkakaintindihan po.
Opo.
Naiintindihan nyo ga? Now, okay. And the DN or the total cost of depreciations after N years. Sa example, what is the total depreciations after 4 years? So meaning to say, ang D4 natin is here, from year 0 to year 4. Or since sabing total depreciation, it is the summations of the D1, D2, D3, and D4. Maliwanag po.
Opo, sir.
Po, sir.
Do you have questions so far? Nakakasabay ba kayo?
Nakakasabay po.
Sure kayo ha? Add lang ako no? Now, before we proceed with the different methods of depreciations, which is not written on your manual, idadagdag ko lang rin. Ang depreciation natin, before we proceed with the method, has two types. Ang una is the time independent at ang pangalawa naman is the time dependent. O focus muna tayo doon. If it's time independent, may dalawang method. The working hours method and the unit production method. So later, i-explain natin kung ano yung time independent. Proceed tayo with the time dependent. In time dependent, meron din yung dalawang method. The uniform method and the non-uniform method. When we say uniform method, yung annual depreciation daw na is equal. Uniform nga eh. So meaning to say, ang D1 ay equal sa D2, equal sa D3, equal sa Dn. And ang non-uniform, since non-uniform now, ang D1 will no longer be equal to D2, D3, and Dn. Sa uniform method, meron dalawang type. The straight line method and the sinking pan method. In terms of non-uniform, meron niyang different types. Una is si declining balance method. Pangalawa is si double declining balance method. Pangatlo is si swap of the years digit or SOYDM. Pang-apat is si Macher's method. So iisa-isahin natin kung ano si time dependent and si time independent. Proceed muna tayo with the time dependent. The first method natin is the uniform method, which is the straight line method. When we say straight line method, it is the simplest depreciation method. This method assumes that the loss in value is directly proportional to the age of an equipment. When we are dealing with the computations of a straight line method, ang annual cost of depreciation natin or DM is equivalent to the first cost minus salvage value over its useful life. Take note that the straight line method is a uniform method. Wait lang. A uniform method, meaning to say that D1 is equal to D2 equals sa D3 equals sa Dn. Well, in terms of the total depreciations after n years, the formula of that is n times the annual cost of depreciations or Tn. Halimbawa, sabi sa problem, what is the total depreciations after 5 years? Halimbawa lang ha, after 5 years. So, ang D5 natin can be computed using 5D5. Aware naman tayo that D5 is equals to D1. Ano nga? So, pwede na rin consider that is the summations of D1, D2, D3, D4, and D5. However na, D1 is equals to D2, equals sa D3, equals sa D4, and equals sa D5. So, mas maganda na lang 5 times D1. Ano na? And the book value at the end of the end years is the first cost minus the total depreciations at the end. Halimbawa,
Excuse po,
yes po.
sir. Sa Diaga po kayo walang
Yes
nakapresent
po.
pa. Wala po kayo nakapresent, sir.
Wala ka. Yan,
Nawala po.
Saan na wala? Isang part na wala. Okay na.
Okay na
Uulitin
po.
ko ulit. Anong nakikita niya, AB?
Yung sir sa ano, yung sa may annual cost po. Doon po ata nawala si part na yun, yung nagsusulat po kayo ng D1 is equals to D2, equals to D3. Yung sa A po, annual cost of depreciation po.
Pero ano naka-shared screen now? Wala
Yun
ulit.
po. Meron po, meron.
Meron na. Bakit wala sa? Sige, wait lang ha. Okay. Okay, ulitin ko. Since, okay na ang shared screen ko.
Opo.
Yes po, okay na po.
Nagpuputol-putol ba ako?
Hindi naman po.
Hindi. Ulitin ko. Ang straight line method natin is a non-uniform method. Meaning to say that our D1 is equal to D2 equal sa D3 equal sa Dn. So therefore, manual cost of depreciation is first cost minus the salvage value over its useful life. In terms of the total depreciations, the formula for that is N times D. Halimbawa, what is the total depreciations after 5 years? So, D5 is equals to 5 times D5. Since ang D1 naman ay equal sa, ang D5 ay equal sa D1, so we can actually say that D5 is equals to D1. Nasusulat ba ako or wala? Hello po.
Meron po.
Bakit sa akin ay wala? Sige, wait lang ha. Isa pa. Ulit. The book value can be computed using the formula of the first cost minus the total depreciations after n years. For example, sinabi sa problem na, what is the total depreciations after 5 years or the book value at the end of 5 years? So BB5 is equal sa first cost. Nakikita niyo yung BB5 na nakasulat sa inyo.
Yes po.
Okay. Wait lang. Bakit sa aking cellphone ay hindi? BB5 is equals to first cost minus D5. Okay po. And then, in terms of the percent depreciation, it can be computed using the total depreciations at n year all over the first cost. Pagdating naman sa salvage value, first value divide the first cost. And the last one is the sunk cost. Sunk cost can be computed using the book value of n years minus the actual resale value. Ito namang actual resale value, pinoprovide naman na sa ating problem. But take note, when we are dealing with the salvage value, if there is no salvage value given, we always assume that the salvage value must always be equal to 0. Nakakaintindihan po.
Yes po.
O sige, let's try to solve uh, problem number 1 on your own. Go. Off-share muna ha, balik lang. You solve number 1, and if you have an answer, kindly chat your answer in our chat box. Okay. I think your answers naman based on your chat sa ating chat box is correct. So basahin natin ang problem and let us try to solve this problem. So an electric balance costs 90,000 and has an estimated salvage value of 8,000 at the end of its 10 years lifetime. What would be the book value after 3 years using a straight line method? So first, i-evaluate muna natin yung given. First cost natin is 90,000. Salvage value is 8,000. Ang L natin is 10 years. Ang N natin is 3 years. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga sa inyo, labi yung katambal ni book value is N. So automatically that our N is equals to 3. And our required is the BB3. In terms of the cash flow diagram, this one is 90K and this one is the salvage value of 8K. So 10 years, year 0, 1, 2, 3. The BB3. Okay po with the CFD? Naiintindihan po ba? Hello po.
Yes po, sir.
Yes po.
Okay. Now, in terms of our solution, so siyempre ang pinapanap is BB3, di ba? So ang BB3 can be computed as first cost minus D3. Sir, may first cost po, pero walang D3. But we can actually compute the total depreciations at the end of 3 years using ND3. Sir, wala pong D3 na maliit. So, ang D3 naman natin can be computed using the first cost minus salvage value all over its useful life. May first cost, may salvage value, may length of time. O substitute lang. So, what is the value of your D3?
8,200 po.
8,200. Can you confirm that our D3 is equals to D2?
Yes po.
Yes
Yes.
po.
Pero hindi itong pinapahanap. No. So, meron tayong annual depreciations at 3 years. So, substitute lang natin para makompute itong total depreciations. So, D3 is equivalent to what?
24,600.
24,600. Now, we have the total depreciations at the end of 3 years. So, we can actually solve our BB3. So, BB3 is equals to 90,000 minus 24,600. So, what is the value of our book value at the end of 3 years? Based on your chat, the answer is 65,400. Na-compute nyo ba to? Nagkakatugba-tugba ba tayo ng sagot?
Yes po.
Yes po. Nakakasabay ba kayo?
Nakakasabay po.
Do you have questions regarding dito sa ating straight line method? Okay pa? Goods?
Goods pa po.
Okay. Proceed muna tayo with the next method all about a sinking fund method. So this method assumes that a sinking fund is established in which funds will accumulate for replacement. The total depreciation that has taken place up to any given time is assumed to be equal to the accumulated amount and the sinking fund at that time. Pag sinabi nating sinking fund method, it is something to do with replacement, which it is assumed to be equal to the accumulated amount and the sinking fund. Meaning to say, if it is equal to the accumulated amount, may kinalaman yan or related yung formula ni future worth ng ating ordinary annuity. Kasi inaalam natin yung future value niya. So later, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung relationship ni ordinary annuity in terms of future worth kay sinking fund method. Unahin muna natin to compute or to determine the annual cost of depreciation, which is the N, which the formula is the first cost minus the salvage value times the quantity of I all over 1 plus I raised to L minus 1. Take note again that our sinking fund method is a non-uniform, is a uniform method, meaning to say that our D1 is equal to D2 equals sa D3 equals sa DN. Maliwanag po tayo dito?
Yes po.
Again, in terms of the total depreciations after n years, our computation to that is the dn times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 all over I. Tingnan ninyo yung formula ng ating future worth ng ordinary annuity. Kung mapapansin ninyo, same na same, di ba? So, na-derive yung formula ng total depreciation natin after n years sa ordinary annuity ng future worth. Kasi nga, it is assumed to be equal to the accumulated amount. And the next one, ang book value is same lang din naman ng ating straight line method as the first cost minus the total depreciations after n years. Maliwanag po sa ating principle and also the formulas in terms of a sinking fund method.
Apo, sir.
O siya, sige,
Yes po.
kindly solve this problem number 1 sa ating sinking fund method and kindly chat your answer on our chat box. Go. Do you have an answer? Paka-chat naman ako ng sagot niya sa chat box natin kung may sagot na kayo. O, babasahin ng mabuti ang tanong ha. Again, so let us try to solve this problem. A broadcasting corporation purchased an equipment for 53,000 and paid 1,500 for freight and delivery to the job site. The equipment has a normal life of 10 years with a trade-in value of 5,000 against the purchase of a new equipment at the beginning if determine the annual depreciations and the book value at the end of 5 years, considering the interest rate at 6.5% that is compounded annually. So, ang first cost natin is the original cost plus the freight and delivery, which is 54,500. Naiintindihan po kung bakit naging 54,500 ang ating first cost?
Opo.
Yes po.
Now, salvage value natin is equivalent to 5,000 pesos. And ang our L is 10 years and is 5 years and the interest rate is 6.5%. Take note that the required is the annual depreciation and the book value at the end of 5 years. Okay, isa-isahin natin on how we can compute these two ano. O, proceed muna tayo with the cash flow diagram. CFD natin, 54,500 is the first cost and ang ating salvage value here is 5,000 pesos. In year 5, may book value. Laging ganyan ang ating cash flow, hindi magbabago ng ganyan. Kaya, imposible na kayo ay magkakamali sa ating cash flow diagram. Okay po tayo with the cash flow diagram?
Yes po.
Yes po.
In terms of the BB5, kasi lahat naman may encounter natin. So BB5 can be computed using the first cost minus the total depreciations at the end of 5 years. By first cost, walang B5. But we can actually compute B5 using the formula of, iba na yan, kasi, ay nga pala, sa problem, sasabihin ko na kung anong type of method para hindi na kayo mahirapan. Ano? Sabihin natin, use sinking fund method. So, since sinking fund method, iba yung formula, which is D5 times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 all over I. Sir, hindi po namin makukompute pa ang total depreciations at year 5 at the end of 5 years kasi wala pa pong D5. So, ang D5 naman can be computed using first cost minus salvage value times the quantity of I all over 1 plus I raised to L minus 1. Sige nga, computein muna natin yung ating D5. What is the value of our D5? Ang D5 natin is
Sir, ang akin po yun, 4,001.653263 po.
ay, ang
Wait lang.
ito yung raised to L ha, raised to L minus 1. Ay, pakipalitan ako ng module nyo and ay may minus 1 ha.
5.8 po sir ang dulo.
Okay. So, 3,668.182,158. Na-compute nyo to?
Yes po.
Yes.
Okay. This will be our D5. So, pag annual depreciation, equal lang din naman yung sa D5. And now, we can actually compute the total depreciations after 5 years using ND5. Right? And no. This one is for straight line pala. Huwag kakalimutan yun ha. Baka kaya ay magkamali. Yung D5, can actually compute using this formula. Sige nga, what is the value of our D5 using this formula? And kindly substitute all the values here in the formula. What is our D5? This one is 20,885.31224. And now, diga, meron na tayong total depreciations at the end of 5 years. We can actually compute our BB5 by deducting it by 54,500. So, ang ating answer dito is lang, saving PDF. And so, 33,614 point, anong sagot nyo? Yan, 68776 pesos. Okay po tayo with the sinking fund method. Madali lang pa kasi yun ay, kumbaga, formula based, basta marunong tayong mag-evaluate ng mga given. And syempre, dapat sa long formula and its applications and usage. Nakakasabay pa ba kayo?
Yes po.
Others po. O siya, sige. Proceed tayo with the third type or the third method all about the declining balance method. So in this method, it is sometimes called a constant percentage method or the Matheson formula. It is assumed that the annual cost of depreciation is a fixed percentage of the salvage value at the beginning of the year. The ratio of the depreciation in any year to the book value at the beginning of that year is constant throughout the life of the property and is designated as K, which is the rate of depreciation. So, itong declining balance method natin is something related doon sa ating compound interest, which is the formula na is P 1 plus I raised to N. Later, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung relationship ni compound interest kay declining balance method. So ngayon, ano muna yung formula ng ating rate of depreciation? The rate of depreciation can actually computed using 1 minus the nth root of the book value over first cost or 1 minus the L root of the salvage value over first cost. O, i-rewrite ko ulit yung ating cash flow diagram. Diga, dito yung first cost. Ito yung salvage value. And the book value is here. Para hindi kayo malito kung ano yung naka-root, diga, lagi ang katambal ni book value is si N. So, dapat naka-N root siya. Diga, lagi ang kasama ni salvage value is L. So, dapat naka-L root siya. Okay tayo doon? Para hindi lang malito or baka makalimutan. Goods po.
Yes po.
Now, kung mapapansin nyo, sa ating declining balance method, di ba, it is a single cash flow. So, we can actually say that the salvage value is the future worth and the first cost is the present worth. Tama po ba ako? Di ba, pwede natin sabihin that the salvage value is the future and the first cost is the present worth. Tama po ba?
Opo.
No. If that case, kung hahanapin natin yung salvage value mo, we can derive that the salvage value is equal to the first cost times the quantity of 1 since declining siya minus na ref. And hindi na I. Gagawin natin K. Kasi rate of depreciation tayo, nagde-decline. Negative K kumbaga. Raised to, hindi N. Salvage value tayo, this one is L. Tama po ba ako? Naiintindihan niyo to?
Opo.
Later, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung anong dahilan kung bakit kailangan natin kunin yung salvage value. So before that, let us try to evaluate or compute the annual depreciation. Annual depreciation is, kung mapapansin nyo, KFC times the quantity of 1 minus K raised to N minus 1. Take note that the declining balance method is a non-uniform method. Diba? So we can actually say that our D1 is not equal to D2, not equal to D3, and not equal to DN. So meaning to say, nagbabago daw yung depreciation niya at every year. Halimbawa, pinapahanap sa atin yung depreciations at every year in 5 years. Look, every year in 5 years. So ang D1 natin, using the standard formula na ito, we can actually say that D1 is, wait lang, saving PDS. We can actually say that our D1 or the depreciation at year 1 is 3FT 1 minus K raised to 0. Diga? Tama ga ako kasi N minus 1. Tama po ba? O halimbawa, pinapahanap naman yung depreciations at year 2 lang. So KFC times the quantity of 1 minus K raised to 1. Naiintindihan nyo?
Yes po.
Pag D3, KFC times the quantity of 1 minus K raised to 2. D4, KFC 1 minus K raised to 3, so on and so forth. Maliwanag po. Nagkakaintindihan tayo doon. Ano, in terms of the salvage value, kung mapapansin nyo, dinerive ko siya dito sa ating compound interest. Kaya pala, ang salvage value natin is the first cost times the quantity of 1 minus K raised to L. Nanggaling pala siya sa relationship ni compound interest. Nakita nyo na kung anong relationship ni compound interest kay declining balance method para makomplete natin yung salvage value na. And now, in terms of our total depreciations at any year, at every year, so ang DN natin is FC times the quantity of 1 minus 1 minus A raised to N. Halimbawa, ang pinapatanong sa atin is what is the total depreciations at the end of 4 years? So, di ba using this formula? Or, pwede rin natin sabihin that the total depreciations at the end of 4 years is the summations of D1 plus D2 plus D3 plus D4. Halimbawa, nakalimutan nyo ito, ano? Pero sa alam nyo ito. So, pwede natin manumanhin para makomplete yung total depreciation. However, yun nga lang, kapag ang pinapahanap is 105 years, do you think gagawin nyo ito? Di ba hindi na? So, mas maganda, sa uluhin natin yung ating standard formula for us to determine the total depreciations at every year. Maliwanag po ba?
Yes po.
Yung iba po.
Liwanag po.
Okay. In terms of the book value, at every year, walang katapusan naman siya na first cost minus the total depreciations at every year. Naiintindihan po ang ating application ng declining balance?
Opo.
Sige nga, I have questions. Nasaan si, hanap tayo ng pwedeng mapagtanungan. O si ano na lang, si Neil Aljon. Nasaan si Neil?
Hello po.
Okay. Do you think D1 is equals to D2 in declining balance method?
Decline po.
Oo.
Hindi po.
Hindi. Sige. Kindly solve this problem number 1. Go. Si R lang ako. Kindly chat your answer on our chat box, ha? And then later, we'll check if your answers are correct. Do you have an answer? Or other answers? sagot pa kayo? Okay. I think your answers naman based on the chat box ay ang tama naman. So let us try to solve this one. So determine the rate of the depreciation, the total depreciation up to the end of 8 year, and the book value at the end of 8 years for an asset that costs 15,000 new and has an estimated scrap value of 2,000 at the end of 10 years using the declining balance method. So let us try first to evaluate all the given. So ang first cost natin ay 15,000, salvage value of 2,000, ang L natin is 10 years, N is 8 years, and the required ay 3. The rate of depreciation or K, the total depreciations at year 8, and the book value at year 8. Again, cash flow diagram muna. In terms of cash flow diagram, ito na, first cost is 15,000. Salvage value natin is 2K. And then this 108 the BBA. Ganun lang. So, sasauluhin lang talaga. From our solution, A natin is K, which is computed using 1 minus salvage ang value ang given, L root ng salvage value over first cost. Sabi ninyo that your K is equal to 0.1824884943. But the rate is being asked is 18.24884943%. Okay ba tayo sa letter A? Na-compute nyo rin ba?
Yes po.
Others po.
Yes po, sir.
And now, in terms of B, total depreciations at year 8 can be computed using first cost times the quantity of 1 minus 1 minus k raised to n. So, substitute lang naman. So, ang D8 natin, may first cost, may k, may n. Ang n natin is 8. So, ang D8 natin is equivalent to 12,007.4426. Na-complete niyo ba ang D8?
Yes po.
And last one is the book value at year 8, which is the first cost minus D8. So may first cost tayo, may D8, and the book value at the end of 8 years is 2,992.55573 and 9. Na-compute ba natin yung book value?
Yes
Yes
po.
po.
Question. May question kayo dito sa declining balance method. All goods, naiintindihan? Nakakasabay ka kayo?
Opo, sir.
Yung iba.
Nakasabay po.
Yes po, sir.
Opo.
Sige. Proceed tayo with the next method all about a double decline balance method. So sabi dito, this method is very similar to the DBM except that the rate of the depreciation is K is replaced by 2 over L. Same na same lang to, may application ni declining balance method. Ang pinagkaiba lamang yung formula ng K which is 2 over L. And that's it. And yung annual depreciation, salvage value, total depreciation, and book value is same formula ng standard. Okay po. Example, VN. KFC 1 minus K N minus 1. Ganun pa din. Yun nga lang ang K ay 2 over L. Maliwanag tayo doon?
Opo.
Yes
Yung,
po. Eh di sir, hindi na po need kumuha nung kay yung yung may gamit na formula may square root po.
hindi po. Yun ay applicable lang kay declining balance. Pag double declining, ito lang ang formula natin. Okay tayo doon, AD.
Yes po.
Okay. Now, pag sa problem, hindi in-state. Halimbawa lang naman na hindi in-state whether the problem is declining balance method or double declining balance method. Ang gagamitin natin application is the declining balance method. Patandaan na, lalo na sa board exam, declining balance method ang gagamitin natin. Sir, kailan po lang gagamitin yung double declining? Kapag sinabi lang sa problem. Naiintindihan? Kinakailangan ng state sa problem so that we can confirm that K is 2 over L. Okay po tayo doon?
Yes po.
Okay. So sige, i-answer problem number 1 sa double declining balance method. So kung mapapansin ninyo, same question lang siya. However, the condition says you need to use the method of a double declining balance method. Sige, go. Pa-chat ako ng sagot sa chat box kapag may sagot na ako. Ay, dyan. Nakita ko sa'yo.
Sir, nakamute ata kayo, sir.
Ay, naku, sorry. Nachika kasi ako, nachika. Okay, ang book value natin, i-minus na siya sa first part. Okay mo tayo with the book value at year 8. Goods po.
Yes.
Okay, question. Nagagets din niya yung topic natin. All about the declining. Same lang siya, ng declining. Ng double declining. Nagagets niya yung double declining?
Yes po.
Okay.
Opo.
So, sige, proceed tayo with the next sum of the year's digit. Now, the sum of the year's digit S or SOYDM. It is a method of evaluating depreciations or the depreciation changes from year to year. So ang formula natin for annual depreciations is 2 times the quantity of L minus N plus 1 over L times the quantity of L plus 1 times the first cost minus the salvage value. Take note that the sum of the year's digit is a non-uniform, meaning to say that D1 is not equal to D2, D3, so on and so forth. So every year, iba-iba yung annual depreciation niya. In terms of the total depreciation, it is N times the quantity of 2L minus N plus 1 all over L times the quantity of L plus 1 times the first cost minus its salvage value. And the book value, walang katapusang first cost minus the total depreciations at the end of N years. Meron akong alternate solution or alternate formula. Halimbawa lang, nakalimutan nyo yung dalawang formula nito kasi nga overwhelming, masyadong madami. Ano? So, ito yung ginagamit ko during the board exam. Ito talaga ang formula na ginagamit ko in terms of SOYDM sa board exam. In terms of the annual depreciations, ang formula ko is N over. Ito ang ginagamit ko ha. Bahala kayo kung gusto nyo gawin ng akin or itong manual natin or standard formula. First cost minus salvage value. Yan lang ang ginagamit yung formula or alternative formula when computing the annual depreciations of the sum of the years digit. Sir, ano po yung SOYDM? Ang SOYDM ko is sum of the years digit. Which is ang formula niya, wait lang, saving PDF. Which is ang formula niya is L times the quantity of L plus 1 all over 2. Halimbawa, sabi sa problem. Halimbawa lang ang sabi sa problem, gawa ako ng cash flow. May 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halimbawa, sabi sa problem natin that L is equals to 10 years. At SOYDM ko, para makompute ko, is, siyempre, 10 plus 1 over 2, which is, tiga 55 yan. No? Halimbawa, nakalimutan nyo to. Pwede nyo na lang itong bilangin. 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4, 3 plus 2 plus 1. Ang sagot din yan is 55. Yun nga lang, pag sobrang dami, not 50, alam 50 plus 59, 50 plus 49 plus 48 plus 47. So, soluhin na lang natin na rin. Okay tayo sa SOYDM. Hello po.
Yes po.
Others po.
Opo.
Yes po.
Okay. Now, pagdating naman sa N natin, kasi first cost to, salvage value, SOYDM. Ano po yung N? Ang N is reverse. Reverse ng ating depreciation. Halimbawa, anahin ko lang rin. Halimbawa, SOYDM. Halimbawa, ang sinabi, what is the depreciations at year 1? Kasi nga, magkakaibang depreciation niya. So, ang magiging N natin is yung kabaliktaran ng ating N ng L. 10 over 55. First cost minus salvage value. Sir, bakit 10? Kabaliktaran tayo. Bibilang tayo pabalik. Maliwanag po. So, 10 ang ilalagay natin D1. Goods tayo doon? Okay. Naiintindihan nyo ba ako? Reverse N.
Yes po.
O, pag D2, bibilang tayo ng dalawa pabalik. So, 1, 2. So, 9 over 55. Maliwanag po? Hello po.
Yes po.
Clear po.
Pag year 3, ano ba? Year 5 naman. Year 5. Bibilang tayo ng 5 pabalik. No? What is the depreciations at year 5? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 6 over 55. First cost minus salvage value. Goods tayo dito?
Yes
Hey
po.
guys.
Yes
So,
po.
ito, ang gagawin ko, general formula in terms of an alternative solution. Sir, paano naman po yung total depreciation? Ang total depreciation can be computed using DN ano? DN is equals to the summations of N over SOYDN times first cost minus salvage value. Sir, ano po yung summations of n. O, di ba 55 to, halimbawa, 10 years no, halimbawa lang 10 years. Halimbawa sinabi, what is the total depreciation? Halimbawa lang sinabi sa problem is that, what is the total depreciations at the end of 6 years? O, D6, di ba? D6 ang pinapahanap. So, bibilang tayo ng 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meaning to say, 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5. Ilalagay natin lahat ng mga values ng n niya. Goods po tayo doon?
Yes po.
Naiintindihan niyo yung alternative solutions?
Yes
Yes
po.
po.
Sige, it's up to you kung gagamitin niyo itong standard or itong alternative solution. Sige, we answer problem number 1 on our module. Go. Go. Ano? Do you have an answer? What is your answer? Okay, sige. Tama naman yung mga sagot ninyo. At patayin natin ng both formula, yung standard and yung alternative. So a machine costs 70,000 and has an estimated life of 10 years, a salvage value of 5,000. What is the depreciations at 7th year and the book value after 5 years using SOYDM? SOYDM. First cost is 70K, salvage value is 5K, L is 10 years, N is 7 years and 5 years. 7 years and 5 years kasi our required is the depreciations at 7th year and the bin type. Our cash flow diagram, so 70K, this one is 5K, and the BB5, 5, 10, 0. Okay, start tayo with the solution. Solution natin is yung ano muna, yung dito, yung standard formula natin na ginagamit. So, ang standard formula natin for, siyempre, D7 muna is 2 times the quantity of, no. D7 is 2L minus N plus 1 all over L times the quantity of L plus 1 first cost minus salvage value. Substitute lang. D7 is 2, 10 minus 7 is N plus 1, 10, 10 plus 1, 70K minus 5K. What is the value of your D7? D7 is 4,727.2727. Okay ba tayo with D7?
Yes po.
Others po. Hello po. Naiintindihan niyo?
Opo, sir.
Opo, sir.
Okay. Now, proceed tayo with the alternative solution. Lagyan ko lang dito 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, from the alternative, D7 is N over SOYDM first cost minus salvage value. Ano ang SOYDM natin? L plus 1 over 2. What is SOYDM? Hey guys, what is SOYDM?
55 po.
55.
55. Meron na tayong, yung N. Paano natin makukompute ang N? Bibilang tayo ng 7, pabalik. Kasi D7 lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, 4 over 55, 70K minus 5K. Sige, what is our D7 using the alternative solution?
Same lang po, sir.
Same lang daw.
4,007.
Yung iba, could you confirm that it is same answer?
Same po, sir.
Same daw. So, again, kayo ang bahala kung sasauluhin nyo na lang itong standard formula natin or the alternative solutions. Okay po tayo with D7. Goods po.
Yes po.
Okay, sa sige. Proceed tayo with the next yung ating BB5. So, ang BB5 natin can be computed as first cost minus D5. Siyempre, kailangan muna natin ng D5. Gamitin natin yung mahabang formula. So, ang D5 can actually be computed as ng formula N, wait lang, saving PDF, 2L minus 1 plus 1 all over L plus 1 times first cost minus the salvage value. Again, substitute lang din ulit. 2L minus N plus 1 over L plus 1 first cost minus salvage value. Since D5 ang pinapahanap, D5 times the quantity of 2 times 10 minus 5 plus 1 all over 10 times the quantity of 10 plus 1. Madami. 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 Ito tayo. Okay. So, okay ako dito. 70K minus 5K. Okay tayo dito. What is D5? Okay. Ang D5 daw nyo dito is 47,272 point, ano sabi? 727273. Punta muna tayo with the alternative solutions. So D5 is the summations of N over SOYDN first cost minus salvage value. So bibilang ako ng 5 pabalik liga. Wait lang. Bibilang ako ng 5 pabalik. 0. Bibilang ako ng 5 pabalik. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6. Kanina may SOYD ang time 55. 70K minus 5K. Sige na, pakumpita ka ng D5 natin. What is our D5?
Same lang po, sir.
Same lang daw. O, could you confirm others? Kung same nga lang din,
Same lang po.
kayong bahala kung ano ang gagamitin yung formula. And now, BB5 is first cost minus D5. Ang BB5 natin is equivalent to 22,727.27273. Okay pa. Naiintindihan itong sum of the years digit?
Yes po.
Okay. Sige. Para maaga tayong matapos, maaga ako mag-dismiss, i-discuss na natin itong last topic, which is the service output method or the SOM. This method assumes that the total depreciation that has taken place is directly proportional to the quantity of output of the property up to that time. So this method has the advantage of making the unit cost of depreciation constant and giving low depreciation expense during periods of low productions. Itong service output method natin or SOM, ito yung time independent natin, which it has two method, which is the service method or the number of hours method, and the output method, which is the number of units that is being produced. Pag service method, hours. Ang output method, unit productions. Now, dito sa service method muna, we are actually determining the depreciations at every year, which ang formula niya is yung D per hour times the quantity of HN. Ano ba yung HN? Ang HN is the total number of hours used at nth year. Meaning to say, halimbawa, sa problem, sinabi sa problem na what is the depreciations it in at year 2. So meaning to say, ang HN natin is 2. Ang pinapahanap ay D2. Maliwanag po. Maliwanag tayo doon.
Yes po.
O, paano naman natin makukompute ang D per hour? Using the formula of the first cost minus the salvage value over HL. Take note that the HL is the total units of hours used within the useful life. Parang ano lang siya, first cost minus salvage value over L. And pagdating naman sa output method, same lang din siya ng application ng service method. It's just that the annual depreciations at every year is D per unit na, hindi na per hour, times TN. Ang TN, ganun lang din naman, the number of units produced at the nth year, and the TL is the total number of units produced within its useful life. Take note that the D per unit is the first cost minus salvage value all over TL. Maliwanag tayo dito, guys. Ito ay direct sub, formula base. Ganun lang, direct sub and formula base. Hindi nagbabago ang formula nito. Goods po.
Yes po.
Goods po, sir.
Okay. So, sige, you answer this problem number 1. Go. Narinig niyo yung sound? Hindi.
Aling sound, sir? Wala
Wala
po.
ang. Okay, goods. They have an answer. May sagot na kayo? Adin. They have an answer. Para matapos tayong maaga. Besides, it should be said. Adin. So, sige, let's see if your answer is correct. A television company purchased machinery for 100,000. It has an estimated useful life of 10 years. Scrap value of 4,000. Productions of, sabay-sabay na tayo with the given. Mga first cost, 100,000. Estimated useful life, L is 10 years. Sabi dito, di ba may useful life? Meaning to say, scrap value 4,000. Productions, estimated life is 400,000. So, ito ay TL. And 120,000 horse. So, HL. Ano nga? So, the company uses the machinery for 18,000. So, H1 natin is 18K hours and 44,000 units. So, K1 is 18K. So, what is the D1 of SLM, working hours, and output method? Wait lang. From our solution, SLM, So, D1 is first cost minus salvage value over L. O may SF tayo, di ba? May SB tayo, meron tayong L. So, ang D1 natin is, yeah. So, tama naman. So, that our D1, di ko na ilalagay ha. So, D1 natin is 9,600. So, tama to. In terms of B, which is the working hours method. So, ito ay D1 is equal to D per R times H1. So, D per R muna tayo. D per R is first cost minus salvage value over HL. What is our D per R muna? D per R is equivalent to 0.
0.8 po, sir.
0.8 pesos per hour. Now, so D1, substitute lang, 0.8 per hour times 120,000 hours. Cancel this one. Ang D1 natin is equivalent to 14,400. Na-compute itong letter B. Goods po tayo
Yes
dito.
po.
For letter C naman. So same lang din naman. D1, yun nga lang, D per unit times T1. So first cost, pag D per unit minus salvage value over TN. So what is D per unit natin? D per unit is equivalent to
0.24.
0.24 per unit. And then now, in terms of D1, 0.24 per unit times the quantity of 44K units. Cancel this one, and D1 is equivalent to 10,560 pesos. Maliwanag po pag dito sa A, B, and C.
Yes po.
Yes po, sir.
May question kayo? Do you have questions?
Wala naman po.
Naiintindihan niyo yung mga topic natin for the depreciation? Madali lang yan. So, sasauluhin na ang formula and then substitute it. Okay? So, sige, I think iyan muna yung coverage ng ating midterm exam. So, lahat ng diniscuss natin, yun yung cover ng ating midterm. So, syempre, yung depletion, amortization, capitalized cost is not included. Basta kung ano lang yung diniscuss natin, yun lang ang makapasa sa exam. Maliwanag po.
Yes po.
And also,
Maliwanag na maliwanag.
I just want to inform you that our midterm exam is by next week. Paintay ko yung schedule by next week. And take note that your problem set must be submitted on the schedule of our midterm exam 1 hour earlier. And take note na naka-alphabetical arrange siya. If may mga sit-in, sa likod ilalagay. And ano pa? They have concerns, clarifications, or questions? Wala na.
Wala naman po.
Sige. Ganito, before we end this meeting, gusto ko lang magbigay ng suggestion sa inyo bago mag-midterm. Ano nga? So, babawasan muna ang pagkaldag. Kasi mag-midterm. Kung dati, 25 ang kaldag sa TikTok, 10 na lang muna. Maliwanag. Pag may midterm so babawasan. Halimbawa, sasayaw sa TikTok, magpapractice ng 1 oras para magsabay-sabay kasi nga collab. So 30 minutes na lang ang pagko-collab. Maliwanag. Kung meron kayong sayaw na ang cover ay 1 minute, gawin nyo munang 20 seconds para kakaunti lang ang papractice. Halimbawa naman si AD mag-lip sync sa TikTok, so babawas-bawasan. Okay, kung dati 1 minute ang cover, 30 seconds na lang muna. Goods tayo doon. Kung ano ba, magbabasa ng BS to confession, 3 hours, 1 hour na lang muna. At kung mag-share ng mga posts sa Facebook, like example, ang trending ngayon kay Duterte. Yung dati, 15 times nag-shared post sa isang araw, 5 muna. Kasi nga mag-midterm exam. After midterm exam, kung nakulangan sa pagkaldag sa AD, so doblehin. Ano nga, kung dati 20 o gawin mong 45, after midterm exam na lang. Malay mo, maging, ang tawag dito, maging Guinness World Record in 10 seconds, naka 45 na kaldag. Malay mo naman, paano-una ang Pilipino na nakakaldag ng 45 in 10 seconds. Diga AD,
Yes, sir. Want to sawa yan pagkatapos ng midterm.
kaya mo yun for 10 seconds, 45.
Papalabisan pa natin, sir, dalawa. 47.
Yan. Kasi gagawin mo yun sa face-to-face at in 10 seconds, 4 to 7 ang gagawin. Okay, yun ha. Hindi ko kayo pinagbabawalan. Babawasan lang. For example, makikipag-date. Ano? Baby, what are lang date na ito na kaya masusulat pa ng problem sets. Halimbawa, pag meron kayong date, o habang kayo nag-date, nasusulat ka ng problem set, susubuan ka na lang, no? Baby, subuan mo na lang ako. Okay, nasusulat lang ng problem. Pwede din yun. Diga, Migs, tama ba ako?
Pwedeng pwede, sir.
O, di si Migs, pag may ka-date, sabihin niya, oh, baby, susubuan mo na kita, ha? O, habang ako nagagawa ng problem sets. Hindi ka ganda na yun. Tama ba ako, Migs?
Gaganahan pa yun.
Tama, gaganahan pa daw si Migs kapag nagpasubo habang nagpa-problem sets. Alam, syempre ng food. Ano nga, tama ba ako, Migs? Ay ha, babawasan para makapag-aral sa econ. Kasi, basta mag-a-announce ako kung ilan yung mga possible problems sa exam. Bibiglayin ko kaya kung kailan ako mag-a-announce. Goods. May questions kayo? Concerns or clarifications? Sige, itong remaining time natin, gawin niyo sa pag-cover sa TikTok. Ay, hindi pala. Pag mag-aral ng econ and you try to solve different problems as well as you write our problem sets. Siya, sige. If you don't have any more questions, that would be all for today. Thank you so much and have a blessed day, everybody. Ingat kayo. Good luck sa midterm.
Thank you po.
Thank you po, sir.
Bye.
Thank you po. Thank you po.